riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know that the same. Me and them know that the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend.
Off with a jet and I cry. My I win and I alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shot back, Timber. In the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Venton, I hop in the bend, but the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint Mount Rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more poor cup, toast to the winners.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Well done on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. First and goal at the 1. Jones. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard That he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Prescott on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But, of course, the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy. And that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Packers have moved out in front.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Elliott will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Packers at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
55 mark, guys, 55. Oh, you got Dick? Boom, boom. You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. Jump out! 55.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We got 3.
Rodgers now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With a lot different next.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70 as they have taken the lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 39, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers again now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. First down, Prescott.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And again, it's Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 7, Prescott being chased out left.
will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He'll buy some time right. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Garibay on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And down to the 41. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, 74 yards. And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 27, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
An inside give to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rodgers to throw. Completed out left to Doubs. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Normally, we're used to seeing Aaron Rodgers drive his guys down the field in the fourth quarter. There, not so much, really didn't have to. Put the ball on the money, let your receiver do the rest.
Yeah, normally we see him operate with surgical precision, don't we? Pass here to a receiver, pass there to a receiver. This time, he just went ahead and gave him the dagger, didn't he? Deep shot downfield.
Big shot now. Is there too much time on the clock, though?
That is the key to everything. But you take the touchdowns when you can and tell your defense make it stand up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those.
To Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Still 15 yards to go, second down. From
from the shotgun, a give to Jones. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now Rodgers. Rolling to his left.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 4.